All right, guys. Hope you're doing well. I just want to go over the markets and what's been going on. Um, I was moving this weekend, so I missed out on uh, putting out a video for the watch list. I didn't have one, just because markets are the way they are right now, right? So, first thing, we're most people are going to be really excited about this rally. I think that we are making a move into declining 9 and 21 EMAs on the daily. So this right now is a start off of NVDA earnings. So NVIDIA is rallying after its earnings report. It's back above its moving averages, but it's still just in this chop. There's not much to it. This very well could fill the gap tomorrow, or the next couple of days. We oftentimes see when NVIDIA has an earnings report, it will have a positive reaction at the beginning and then it will top and have a larger pullback. We saw that here. We saw that right here as well. It gapped up, had a little bit of a rally that day, and then faded the gap straight to the 50 the next couple days. That happened here as well. So this is a bigger gap up, I would say, but I wouldn't be too keen on, oh, the market's back. I personally think that this is a rally that will end up being sold. Obviously, I can be proved wrong. And the way I'm going to say I'm wrong is when we get back above these moving averages and we start to get green trend bars, right? We've had three trend bars that are red, three candles in the past 3 days, right? This is a simple mean reversion. Okay. This is about 2 ATR on the downside. We're reverting back to the mean. So naturally, this is going to be very key. Do we get sold? Because you can see here we had this high, we had a lower high, and then now we're rallying back to these moving averages. My opinion, best thing to do is stay cash. Clearly, speculative money is uh not there right now. So if we go here and you look at this 43 names, this was 200 something a few weeks ago. Okay. So this goes to tell you these are just names that there's nothing crazy on this. They're liquid, they're above the 21 EMA, and they move more than 4% per day. And looking at this a few weeks ago, if you could have seen it, we had a few hundred stocks in here. Now we have 43. If I bump this up to 5, we have 28. Yesterday was 12, so this is an improvement, but by no means a healthy market environment. Okay. We are just forming a channel where we're trading sideways, and there's nothing that NVIDIA changed about that. Okay. As of right now. Now, if what I would look for is SPY can get back above the moving averages, like I talked about, we get yellow trend bars and then green. Once we get yellow, maybe we can start to look at potentially adding some long positions with smaller size. For now, I don't think this is a market environment that you want to be trading heavy. I have not been really trading since right in here. I've really been trading nothing the past 2 weeks. I think I've taken one trade. Um, and I was risking 0.1% of my account. Okay, so right now, you look at all of these RSP, clear downtrend. You've got double top, lower high, and then you've got IWM, clear downtrend, right? It's finding support at the weekly 21. Doesn't mean too much right now. So you know what to look for the indexes. But right now, you can see as soon as we had any buying come in on this day here, this like go back in time. This day here, we got bought, we started moving higher, got rejected at the 21 EMA. Started moving higher, got rejected at the 9. And then you can see here we saw a little bit of buying here, couldn't fill the gap. Then you see here we got up to the 50, everything was looking great. Google was up. Google's up 6% at one point today, sold off right at the 50. Okay. So we're seeing these come through, this selling come through. Each day, rallies are being sold. And right now, this is just a simple mean reversion and a downtrend for now. Okay. So enough about that. Some other things that we can look at. Um, gold. Gold looks fine here. It looks like it's just going to spend some more time basing. Something similar probably to this here. And who knows if it's going to end up being the end of this rally. It's probably going to form another weekly squeeze and give us a great trade like that one there, like that one there. But we'll have to see. Gold is just, it needs some time to base. Okay. Uh, SPY also seems like it just needs time to base. I'm not necessarily bearish, but I don't want to be long either. We're in chop. We've had, uh, we've had 2 weeks where we basically have gone nowhere. Honestly, we haven't gone anywhere since um, the end of September. So it's almost been 2 months where we have gone nowhere, right? So this isn't a time to get aggressive. We're going to build a weekly base. And if I had to guess, we're probably going to trade sideways for a few more weeks. And then we might get a base breakout on SPY with weekly buy signals. Okay. Um, that's what I'm looking for. I think that's what's probably going to end up happening. You can see once we came out of this bear market, you get some sideways chop for a while and then you resume the trend. You pull back to the 21 and you resume the trend. Okay. And we probably will get that. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen this time, but we just have to be patient and wait for money to start flowing back into the markets. All of this is healthy. Um, but so you take a bigger picture view, nothing's wrong here. But then when you zoom in and take a smaller picture view, you don't want to be involved in this market. I think we're going to see something like um, this right here, where we get this downside move and then it fixes itself and then we rally and then we fade back to the 21, then we rally, we fade back to the 21, we rally when we pull back and just we're in a later stage bull market, right? This is an early stage bull market right here. Okay. Now that we've been in a later stage or we're entering into a later stage bull market, this was easy money making period. Now you have to be okay with sitting out for some periods and waiting for the market to reset and have these normal pullbacks. So early stage bull market coming out of a correction, right? Then you get the pullback in the later stage. And then same thing. You get a rally, then you get as we get more later stage, it gets more choppy, right? Here we've been rallying for almost 6 months, and now we're starting to get into a later stage kind of thing. So I'm expecting us to build a weekly squeeze. It's likely what's going to happen. And then once that begins to break out, I think we're going to be able to start getting aggressive again. Right now, I'm just protecting my money. And while other people are blowing so usually what people are going to start doing is they can't handle sitting out. And that's the difference between someone that is going to perform well and have success and someone that is just going to be a boom and bust over and over and over again. So um, some people are going to look and say, oh, let's day trade. Some people are going to switch and try and trade a new strategy. It's the market conditions. You just have to sit out and be patient and wait for the markets to get good again. And then that's when you make your money. Um, we started trading on We didn't trade at all throughout this. If you were in the Discord late last year, early this year, then we started trading again on this day right here. We started picking up positions the following few days after that day right there. Okay. And then we became a lot less active right in these days right here. And I haven't been active since. So it's a waiting game. You wait for the periods that are good periods. Right now is not a good period. NVIDIA is not changing that yet. It could be a start. Okay. Something that goes to show that is also you can see here, Ethereum had a 3% down day. It was down almost 7% uh, in the prior session. And right now, there's nothing to do here. You just need to sit and wait. And this chart looks very rough. We're getting our first red candle. Bitcoin already gave us a red candle in through here, and we're below the 50. The last time we got below the 50 was in through here. Okay. So definitely be cautious about crypto. Um, and this is kind of usually a tell for the appetite for a risk on environment is IWM, which right now is not looking too hot. Okay. It's clear downtrend right now. And then you've got Bitcoin, which is also gives you the risk appetite for the market. And you can clearly see that this risk appetite is not there, right? We had a distribution phase, and then now we're selling off. So if you can stay patient, if you can not switch your strategies, if you can learn to just wait and study rather than wait and force trades, um, the market will reward you. But if you're continuing to try and chug along and push trades and trying to do things that aren't going to help you, honestly, um, then you're not doing yourself any good. Um, do something that is beneficial, which would be saving your mental capital, saving your actual capital, and go study. And then come back and be ready for when the market is uh speculation money to come back. So just few key takeaways. NVDA is gapping up. Great. That's cool. Still looks like we need to base out a bit. I don't think this is a market crash. I think that we're building a base, a larger base. Okay. Um, we're probably going to build a weekly squeeze on the indexes. Okay. And then that's going to be once that begins to break out, that's going to be our next clear money making opportunity. And it starts with finding support, building a weekly squeeze. It doesn't technically have to build a weekly squeeze, but that would be the ideal scenario. And then flipping these trend bars back green to say it's a risk on environment again. And then we just want to keep an eye on IWM, Bitcoin. Hopefully we can get some buying pressure back in there. So, all right, guys, I hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll continue to keep you updated in the Discord.